There are tricks that women learn to make a man think that she's more desirable or she's more elusive. But over time, these things fade. There's no trick you can do on either party that'll create long-term sustainable love. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Haiti Loves Italy. And if you're new here, I'm Jared and
Nia.
And today we're talking about things that Anna Bey does not tell you about how to get a high value man. So to start, who is Anna Bey?
So Anna Bey is a YouTuber with an online finishing school teaching women how to level up and also how to get a rich man. I was actually introduced by Anna Bey with one of my friends that I had. She used to watch Anna Bey all the time, and she told me about her channel. She's like, oh, you have to check out her channel. And I actually went through looking at her channel. I really liked the fashion tips that she would give and how to look expensive on a budget, and So I watched a lot of her videos.
So the other thing we wanted to mention was she talks about rich men, but we want to distinguish between what is a rich man and what is a high value man, because not all rich men and high value men are the same. So to us, a high value man is a man that's highly desirable. So think about it this way. Think about you have a diamond. Now, diamonds are very rare, and not everybody can get the big diamond. Now, jewelry is for everybody, but not everybody gets the big diamond. If you want the big diamond, there are certain things you gotta do to get it. And Anna Bey doesn't tell you everything. We're gonna tell you what she hasn't been telling you.
Yes. And ladies, I think this is important. We're not saying stop watching Anna Bey, but it's really important to listen to a guy's point of view. So Jared here, he has experience. He's known a lot of affluent men, so he knows what he's talking about. And we actually watched a couple of Anna Bey's videos before making this video.
And we shouldn't generalize to find a high value man. High value men come from all different walks of life. They have all different types of experiences. And the truth is, they all want different things. People are individuals. Just because these are a certain type of elite group of men doesn't mean that they all want exactly the same thing. I think that there are generalizations, and then the reality is that if you want to find love with an individual, you have to tailor what you're doing to find that individual.
Yeah.
Especially if you want a high value man.
I completely agree with him, because one of the things when I was watching her videos, I think she sell a dream that being elegant and being feminine will guarantee you having this high value man, which high value men, they are very complex. They have things that they have a brain. Like a lot of high value men, they're really smart. So just being feminine and elegant is not the only way to get it's not the main way to get a high value man to notice you. You know what I mean?
So the other thing too is looks matter. Looks matter a lot. We talk about how we can be elegant and we can be tasteful, and while these things are important in life, looks matter. People are visual. People fall in love with their eyes, especially a lot of men. It's important to be a good person. It's important to look at someone's heart, but looking good and being attractive does matter. People are visual. People do feel that connection.
You are a man. What's the first thing you notice about, or like with all your high value friends? Like, what's the first thing you guys notice about a woman? Is it the purse that she's carrying? She's carrying a Birkin, or like, what do you first notice about a woman?
That's right.
No,
They notice. They notice if a woman is beautiful.
Ladies, like you can be. I feel that if your idea of being attractive is wearing a really expensive dress, but you're overweight, but then this high value man, his idea of attractive is a fit or curvy woman, because men have different tastes, in a simple dress, guess what? You're gonna lose and you're gonna lose again. you know. So so looks matter. And really, if you the kind of man that you're looking for, you need to figure out what does he find attractive, and that's one of the things that I feel like Anna Bey doesn't talk about too much on her.
And chemistry cannot be manufactured. Chemistry between people, it's either there or it's not there. You know, when people start talking, they start sharing who they are, they start getting real, there's a bond that forms between people. And either you have that bond or you don't have that bond. And now there are tricks people learn. You know, there are guys who are players who can get second dates. There are tricks that women learn to make a man think that she's more desirable or she's more elusive. But over time, these things fade. There's no trick you can do on either party that'll create long-term sustainable love. Chemistry, like we said, cannot be manufactured. Chemistry is there, or it's not, and if it isn't there, we should move on. You know, just because I dress a certain way doesn't mean that I'm gonna naturally have chemistry with everybody. You know, the person that you want is an individual, and if they're meant for you, and if there is a connection, you'll feel that chemistry. And that chemistry is usually partially based on physicality.
Yeah.
There's some element of looks here.
Yeah, and I completely agree with him. Ladies, I pick at his brain all the time, and that's why I feel like although Anna Bey's videos are really good, but you guys really need to do your research and think about other things more logically, and think about not just in a broad way. Think about the high value man as a single man, as an individual. Like, he has a brain and he has the way he's thinking. This formula of being elegant and feminine is going to attract to all high value men. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not enough, you know. Like he said, we don't want to make you guys feel bad about the looks part, but we are dealing with men here. They are visual creatures, and when a man sees you, he's not looking at the shoes you're wearing first or the purse you're holding. He's actually thinking about your face, your body, the way you smell. You know, we talked about one video how smell or the dates do's and don'ts. We talked about the importance of smell. So yeah, so not just focus on being feminine, focus on becoming more attractive.
Absolutely. You know, thinking about what people should do going forward, I think what's really important here is you should focus on you. You know, since looks are important, you should get healthy. You should get smart. You should be happy. Focusing on your own personal development is really key to developing not only just a happy life, but long-term sustainable relationships. And if you do start focusing on you and you do get healthier, you start improving yourself, you will eventually find and connect with somebody. But it really starts with living a healthy lifestyle, which is going to give you the broadest base to find the right mate.
Yeah.
Additionally, I would want to say that developing your interests, and now ladies, this is key. Having a developed interest with somebody that is real will create a connection between you. Now, if you are the type of woman that this man finds attractive, and it doesn't matter what your dress is, what your hairstyle is, if a man likes you, he likes you. And it doesn't matter what type of purse you wear or what color your shoes are. So if you put your best foot forward, you live a healthy life, that man will find you attractive. He will see you. Once he sees you though, the way you want to develop long-term connection is going to be through having a shared interest. So a good example would be, let's say you love books on a certain topic, right? And you go to the bookstore and you're constantly talking to people there. Some of those people might be wealthy. Some of those people might be the type of person you're looking for. But having an attractive outlook, an attractive view, being healthy, and having a shared interest with somebody really is going to put your best foot forward to locking down that high value man. High value men are individuals. Individuals with lots of options want things catered to them. So if you're really desirable, you have a lot of options and people will tailor to you.
Yeah, why would he pick you over all the other women?
That's right. So if you are his type and he finds you attractive, you're already in the door. Now, if you want to lock that man in, having a genuine shared interest is the way to move forward. Just because you took a course or you learned some generalizations, it's not going to work. You're not going to fool these people.
Yeah.
If you want to get a high-value doctor who's into art history, going to an art history museum and not really knowing art history is not going to bump into somebody and impress them. But if you generally were interested in something and you did have that shared interest and you talked to them and you were their type, you have a really great chance of long-term success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, ladies, I'm just going to recap what he said. That's really important. Just because you know where the high value people are, let's say you go to this expensive museum, that's what they are. Anna Bey tells you, go to the expensive museum. You go there, that's the first step, but then you're not the type, or you don't know anything about the art and everything, you are not going to be successful. Like, these people are really smart. Like, some of the richest people are really smart, and it's not going to be easy for you to just get into their circle and just like that, by just following. You have to do your homework. Yeah. That's what I think. You have to do your homework. You have to get to know what's the high value man that you have in mind. What's his life goal? Does it match with yours? Like, why would he want to be with someone who doesn't have the same life goals as him? The same interests, like he said. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you focus on yourself, you focus on getting healthy, you focus on developing your own interests, as you go out and meet men, you would have a great chance of locking in a high value man. So if you like what we said, or if you have any different opinions, please feel free to mention it in the comments. We'll be replying to everybody. So thanks everybody. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.